Hello. 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 All right. Oh. Mm. Tastes like a peach. All right. So we'll do a little Iron Man. That was my Xbox. Uh, 28, 3, 3. All right, so let's reveal the main scheme. The underground distribution. Setup, searching counter deck and for defense network, which we already have. Advance to stage 1B. Underground distribution 1B. When revealed, discard cards from the counter deck until a minion is discarded. Put that minion into play. Engage with the first player. That's me. Oh, we're going to discard so we get a minion. Alright, so both advances are gone. That's cool. Alright, so we're getting Whirlwind. And then hand size of 6. We are looking for the reactor. And we don't get that. Yeah, let's just toss all of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Alright, helmet's good. 6. Alright, well, that's our hand. We'll go ahead and activate Tony's Futurist. We'll look at the top 3 cards of our deck and then add 1 to our hand. Alright, so Ingenuity, that's good. So we're going to take that. Alright, so we'll use the double to bring in Ingenuity. We'll use Ingenuity to put in our Mark IV helmet. We'll use the tower. Give ourselves endurance, so give us +3 hit points. Alright, so that puts us up to 12. And then I think we do is we're going to flip. And we are going to clear the Immortal Claw. And then we're going to try and see if we can Repulsor Blast Whirlwind. And then try to flip down. Since both advances are... We got lucky and got both advances in the discard pile. So I think that would probably be the smart play. So let's flip to Iron Man. We already used our abilities. So we're going to go ahead and thwart 2 off the Immortal Claw. And then we're going to exhaust the Mark V helmet to remove 1 threat. And this will defeat the Immortal Claw. So now he loses his 10 hit points. That drops him down to 18. We're going to use our repurpose to Repulsor Blast Whirlwind. So this deals 1 damage to an enemy, on top of discarding the top 5 cards of our deck for each printed energy resource. This way, this will do 2 additional damage. So we already got 1. So we already got 1 damage on him. So this will be 2. Oh, miss pots. 4. 6. He's dead. Nice. All right, good. I'm glad we didn't lose our reactor. So the reactor's still in the deck. All right, so we just blew that guy up. That's so fun. It's just so fun. Oh man, Iron Man. I wish I would have played with him first. Even though like I like Spider-Man though, but when I got the core box, I should have played with him first. All right. So that I think was a very successful turn. So we were able to get rid of the big baddie, and we were able to clear off Immortal Claw, so now he won't be scheming for 2 threat. We will now ready up. And we'll ready up everything, and we'll drop to a hand size of 2, because he gets his hand size +1 for each tech. And the only tech I have right now is the Mark V helmet, so I'll get 2 cards. And we get ourselves a Plasma Pistol and an Energy Barrier. Nothing too fancy. Alright. 1 threat goes on to the main. Claw wants to attack me. He's going to attack me for a base of 1 with 2 boosts. So 1, 2, 3. So 3 damage coming my way. That drops us. Man, you know, I really missed my dials. I was really like, I was focusing mostly on doing tokens with damage. It's fun. It feels great, but the dials, they are so much easier, you know. So back down to 9, my original printed hit points. And now Claw is going to give us the encounter card, and we get an armor guard. That's not too bad. It's actually kind of perfect because both advances are in the discard pile right now. Like how nice that could have been on the first play. And you have an armor guard who's going to be scheming for 0. I'm okay with that. All right, so let's do. Actually, you know what? We could actually get an energy barrier out right now. I could get the energy barrier out, or I could take the plasma pistol, and then I could ping off his tough. But I could do that either way with the energy. I think the energy barrier would give me more value. So, but I could draw into my reactor. So I'm kind of like, what do I want to do? I still have. So I've already gone through one. Okay, so I'm not going to see another barrier. So my next deck pass. So I probably should put barrier. I already got more resources, and I already lost pots. So we'll use Ingenuity, and we'll use the Plasma Pistol as a resource. We'll put in ourselves an energy barrier. Comes in with three affliction counters. Down over here. And we will use the Mark V helmets. And we might just clear that threat off there so it's done. Yeah, let's do remove 1, thwart 2. And then we'll flip down to hero. And then let's use our futurist just to see what we can find. I'll grab the electrostatic armor just for the tuck, the cheap tuck, I think. And then we'll end our turn there. So now we can drop to a hand size of 6. So we get our supersonic punch, power protection, another plasma pistol, force field generator, and rocket boots. Probably put those down instead. So then we can have aerial and we can get more benefit out of the helmet. Okay, villain's turn. Claw gets 2. He's going to scheme for 2 plus a boost. So 1. So that's going to be 3. So that's 5. On the main, armor guard will thwart. Oh, yeah, this is gone too. Armor guard will scheme for 0. And we'll get an encounter card. Alright, weapons runner. And he gets surge into another weapons runner. Surges into sonic boom. When revealed, either spend an energy, mental, or physical resource, or exhaust each character you control. All right, we'll do that. We'll do this, and then we'll use the ingenuity to pay for the mental, and then we'll throw the plasma pistol away. All right, so now we don't have to exhaust. All right. And now we're on player turn. We're going to use Futurist. And there's the reactor. That's what we needed. All right, perfect. All right, so we definitely need to get that out. Let's do... go 1, 2, and then we'll get the reactor. And we'll pay for this to get our boots out. And then we're going to flip. We are going to... Oh yeah, we get +1 hit points. Now we're at 10. Let's Mark 4, drop this down to 4. And then Iron Man can thwart for 2. And then we'll ready up. And yeah, that's it. So our hand size is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we have a hand size of 5 now. So we get a repurpose, a genius, an energy, some gauntlets, and some gauntlets. All right, so we're gonna get 2 more gauntlets out. That's nice. I'll take that. Okay, villain's turn. We get 1 threat on the main. Claw's going to attack, so he gets attacks for 1. He gets 2 boost cards. So he's hitting us for 1, 2, 3. So that's 4, 5, 6. Wow, that's a lot. So that's 5 boosts and that. So that's 6. We'll ping 1. We'll ping 1 and we'll remove 1. So 5, 6. So we'll take 5 damage. We'll remove the toughness off of that. And then we'll lose 5. So that'll drop us down to 5. And then Weapons Runner, or Armored Guard is going to attack. We'll deflect 1. And we will put 1 damage onto Armored Guard. And then Weapons Runner will attack, and we will ping 1 of those and do 1 damage to that. And then Weapons Runner, or this is gone now. So that's gone. And then Weapons Runner is going to attack, and we'll take a hit. Alright, and then we'll get an encounter card. Hopefully it's not in it. Alright, cool. That would have killed us, I think. Alright, so that comes in with 3 threat plus 1 threat additional per player, so 4 altogether. And we are on player's turn. Alright, so let's do this. We're going to play Energy and Genius to put in 2 Power Gauntlets. So now we got every piece of armor on except for 1 boot. So we need to clear up. So let's use Ingenuity to exhaust our boots to give us aerial. And then we'll use our Mark 5 helmet to remove 1 threat from scheme. And then from each scheme instead if you have the aerial trait, so we can remove 1 off of each scheme. And then Iron Man can thwart for 2 to clear the main, and then we can exhaust our reactor to ready up Iron Man, and then Iron Man can thwart for another 2. So that leaves that with 1. So unfortunately, we're going to get another encounter card. Let us got here repurpose. What can we do? So the power gauntlets, we can clear up some things. So we can exhaust this gauntlet, and we can deal 1 damage. Actually, it's 2 damage because we're aerial right now. So let's do 2 damage to the armor guard. He's gone. And then we'll exhaust another gauntlet, take out this guy. So now we're down to 1. Oh, I should have probably kept him. You know what? I changed my mind. I'm going to use both gauntlets. So, because I got to flip down. So, we'll take both weapon runners out. And then I think what I want to do is I want to get rid of that because I don't want to get the extra. I think I'm gonna repurpose, and I'm going to scrap the power boots, or the rocket boots, I should say. To ready Iron Man up, I'm gonna add 1. I'll just add it to my my thwart, and then I'm gonna do it to clear this out. So now I don't have to worry about getting an additional encounter card when I flip down. And then, how many cards I got here? I got 2. I'll get those cards anyways. So, all right, we're gonna flip down, and then we'll ready up, and then we're gonna draw to a hand size of 6. We deck out. This is our encounter card for decking out, and we'll shuffle up. All right, and 4, 5, 6. And we got Martyr, Mark 5 armor, Repulsor Blast, Energy Barrier is good, Repurpose is good, so is that. So we got 2, 3, 4 pieces of tech. That'll be 5. That can be 6. That's 6 pieces right there. So we'll have we're gonna have a max hand size of 7. So I'm looking pretty right now. I mean, depending on what that's gonna be, but both advances are in the grave or in the discard pile. He's scheming for 0. Worst thing that's gonna happen is he's gonna pull out a big baddie, but I got a Repulsor Blast. I'm only gonna be able to recover for 3. Maybe I play this and give myself 6 hit points. We'll see how the villain phase goes. 1 threat on the main. Claw's going to scheme for 2 plus a boost, and it's going to be 3. So this goes up to 4. Armor Guard's going to scheme for 0. We're going to get ourselves an encounter card. Our first encounter card is Claw's Vengeance. All right, so oh no, win reveal. Discard 1 card random at your hand. So we're losing a card randomly. All right, there's my Energy Barrier. And then the next encounter card is... Alright, so Sonic Converter attached to Claw. After Claw attacks and damages a character, stun that hero. Or stun that character. Hero action, we have to spend a energy, mental, and physical resource. He also gets plus 1 attack. Okay, that was kind of painless. So, what are we left with? We have Martyr. Alright, so we got a cheap tech right here. We got a Repulsor Blast. We got a Repurpose. And we have our Mark 5 armor. Let's use our Futurist, see if we can get... Oh, there's a Star Tower. Ooh, yeah, I'll take the double on that. Alright, so... We should recover for 3. Um, let's use ingenuity. We'll put in electrostatic armor. Do I put the martyr in, or do I pay the 2? Or do I pay the 2 and do I pay the 2, use the martyr, put in the Mark 5 armor, gain 6 hit points, flip, and then arc reactor? Actually, now what I could probably do. What I could probably do. 2, 3, 4, 5. So we already have a 6 hand size. Might as well do it. We'll flip. We will. Maybe we get rid of that attachment. So we have the resources right here. And then we can. Yeah, let's just do that, I think. Maybe I should take the hit points. Maybe I should take the hit points. Because I don't know how much he's gonna hit. He might hit me hard next turn. Yeah, I think that's gonna be the safer move, I think. Yeah, so let's do, but he's gonna be hitting me with an extra attack anyways. Um let's do 3 resources. So actually I could use the martyr as a chump blocker. I think that might work too. What is that? 4, 2, 3, 4. Still don't have enough. I don't have enough to get them all out. If I go 2, 3, 4, or 2, 3, 4. Play the martyr, use him, knock him out. Then I can use him as a chump blocker. Yeah, we'll do that. So we'll pay that. So we'll do 4 resources, put in martyr, and then we'll have him attack armor guard. And he'll defeat him. And then after martyr takes consequential damage from performing an attack, if that attack defeated an enemy, give her a tough status card. So I think you know what? I think that worked out as the better play because now Martier can take the block and it'll be the tough that's gonna get soaked up. All right, and then we have how many times? We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we have a 6 hand. Let's use reactor. We'll ready up. Then we'll use the Mark 5 helmets. Remove 1 off here, and then we'll throw it for 2. And I think we'll hold on to the repurpose. We might need it. And we'll ready up. I think that was I think that play will work. Alright, so we're going to draw to a hand size of 6 now because we get 1 and then 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we have a 6 hand right now in hero form. Alright, so we got 3, 4, 5, 6. Alright, so now we have 2 repurposes. Okay. So now it's the villain's turn. So 1 threat goes on to the main. Claw is going to attack for a base of 3 with 2 boosts. We'll go ahead and have Martyr take the hit. So it's going to be 3, 4, 5, 6. Not bad, and we don't have to worry about shadows. So that knocks the top off. And then we get an encounter card. Gang up. Hopefully this doesn't hurt too much. That's, man, it's gonna be painful. So we got 2 attack coming at me, and then exhaust each ally and give the villain a tough status. Alright, so that's fair. Alright, so Claw has tough now. And he's already exhausted, so actually that was not too bad. Okay. So that player's turn. So let's go ahead and make things a little more simpler for us. Let's take the Repulsor Blast, and then we will exhaust Ingenuity for the mental resource, and then we'll use a repurpose to get rid of the Sonic Converter. And then we will play a double to put in a Plasma Pistol. And we are going to put 3 charges on that. And then I think what we're going to do, we're going to remove 1 threat off of that. And then we'll just, actually, we don't even need to do that. We'll just do that. Actually, you know what? Yeah, we will do that. Hold on. What was that, 2, right? So let's remove 1. I mean, actually, that doesn't really matter, I guess. We'll thwart 2, then we'll reactor ready back up. We'll power gauntlets, ping off his tough. And then we'll power gauntlets, hit him for 1 damage. It's going to be 17. And then what we're going to do is we are going to, I think we'll take this opportunity to flip down and heal up again. So let's flip down. And then we're going to recover for 3. And then let's use our Futurist. Draw 3 cards. Alright, so we got a Force Field Generator and a Nova. Take Nova. Actually, you know what? No, let's take that instead. Okay. And then ready up. And we'll draw to a hand size of 6. So 4, 5, 6. And we'll go to villain's turn. 1 threat on the main. Claw's going to scheme for 2 and 2 boost. So that's going to be 4. So that goes to 5. And I know there's no advances in the. All right, so Claw heals 4 damage. If no damage was healed this way, this card gains Surge. So I guess that was good that I pinged him for a couple damages. So now he's back full health, and we don't have to worry about a Surge. So that worked out. All right, so let's do Futurist again. And we get Dauntless, Repulsor Blast. Let's take the Repulsor Blast. All right. And then let's do a Power of Protection, and we'll do a Energy Barrier to put in a Force Field Generator. And let's flip to Iron Man. And then let's use the helmets to take 1 off of here. I'll drop it to 4. And then we'll throw it for 2. We'll reactor. Then we'll ready up, throw it again. Clear that off. And then let's use 1 resource to use a Repulsor Blast. And we're going to fire at the Claw. So we do 1 damage, and then for every energy resource that we discard, because we're going to discard 5 cards, we'll do 2 additional damage. So we're doing 1. So we got 2, 4. Aw. 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 So we did 5 damage to him. So we got him down to 13. And then I think, oh yeah, this is, there's 6 counters on there. Yeah. And then we'll do 2 more damage to him. So we got him down to 11. And then, well, I guess we'll just remove a counter and deal another damage to him with our pistol. So I got him down to 10. Alright. Let's ready up. And we'll drop to a hand size of 1. So we got 1, and then 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So hand size of 7. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That is a pretty hefty hand. Brought the deck out again. Alright, 1 threat on the main. Claw's going to attack. He gets 2 boost cards, so attacking for 1. So he hits me for 3. Force interrupt. When you would take any amount of damage, remove that many energy counters from the force field generator. So we'll lose 3. So we have 3 left on there. And then we get ourselves in a counter card. And we get Radioactive Man. And we are on player turn. All right, where to start? So let's do. We'll use a force field generator to put in a some rocket boots. We'll use ingenuity. I gain 1 hit point too. Actually, I should have lost that 1 hit point when I lost my boots. So I stay at 10. So we're going to use... we're going to exhaust rocket boots and spend the mental, which we are right now. And now we gain aerial. And then we're going to power gauntlet, and do 4 damage to radioactive man. So that's 4 damage. Let's do a pistol. And we'll do another point of damage onto him. So that brings him to 5 damage. And then we'll have Martyr attack him to do so that'll take him out. And then response after Martyr takes a consequential damage for performing attack. That if that attack defeated an enemy, give her a tough stats card, which we will. So we have another tough on them. And we are going to... Let's do... Well, since we have aerial right now, can't let it go to waste. Let's play a double and do Supersonic Punch. Deal 4 damage to an enemy, 8 damage if you have the aerial trait, which we do. So we'll do 8 damage to Claw. And that will bring him down to 2. He's starting to reel. Let's use our helmet. Clear off the main. And then... Oh, what should we do? He's got 2. He's got 2. Oh, I wish I had the... Oh, I don't want to waste it, though. I could repurpose, rip off my generator, put 3 onto my attack. That's a 4 attack, right? Wish I had, like, 2 attack right now so I could flip them. But, whatever. I'm going to hold on to it. Oh, we'll just do this. We'll do 1 damage. And then we'll reactor, ready him up, do another damage. So that defeats the second stage. So tough state, or Claw stage 3 comes in with toughness. And he has 22 health points. I don't think we're gonna have a problem. I think we're about to blow this mother away. Let's go. Excited about this. I'm excited. Everything played out great. This doggy's sleeping right now. This doggy doesn't even know why I'm so excited right now about what's about to happen to this guy. Though the deck is about to run out for him. Alright, so... I don't think I'm going to need the energy barrier. I'll hold on to the repurposing case, or the port. Actually, no, I won't need any of that. Because I'll have... Yeah, I'll just do that. Yeah, we'll just throw all this away. We'll hold on to the repurpose, though. So we know we have one. Let's ready up. Let's ready up. Not scared. So we're going to drop to a hand size of... I'm at 7. I know I'm at 7, but... Could you imagine if you didn't have to be at a max of 7? I'd be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I have 7 pieces of tech on the board right now. So we get a hand size of 7. So we get another repurpose. I could have threw it away. I get an encounter card for being a jackass and toying with the villain. Alright, let's go 3 Repulsor Blast. Okay. So that's 4. Another Repulsor Blast. Oh my god! Is this gonna happen? Repulsor Blast the crap out of him. 5, 6. Oh, there's a. Oh, man. Bummer. I wish that would have stayed in the deck. I wanted that to stay in the deck. That's like 2, 4. That's 6 extra damage right there. That could have been possible. And I could have a chance to get Pepper Potts out now. It's crazy. Alright, let's see what goes down with the villain here. So we get 1 threat on the main. Claw's going to attack for 2. This deck's out. So now the main scheme has an acceleration. The boss is getting enraged. That's alright, I'm gonna put him down. I'm taking him to the back of the shed. Or the barn, if you will. Gotta put him out of his misery. The heart of the cards. That's what it is. Alright, so he's going to attack me for 2. I'm going to have Martyr block that. So that's going to be a base of 2, and then 3, 4, 5. 5 damage. Soaked up to the tough. And then we will get an encounter card. So now we have 2 coming our way. First one is business problems. What do you mean? You may flip to alter ego, choose to exhaust Tony Stark, remove business problems from the game, or exhaust each upgrade you control and discard this obligation. What? Do that. And Radioactive Man's back in the game. All right. All right. My turn. Cool. All right. So that being said, we will put another pistol out. This one has 1 left. And this gets 3. And then we are going to... We could do Futurist. Let's do Futurist. Alright, so we're going to flip back to Iron Man. Alright, so then we use Ingenuity. Actually, we exhaust 1 pistol, remove 1 token, paying off his toughness. And then... Do I toy with the villain more? Or do I just go for the ultimate kill shot right now? I have two repulsor blasts right now that I can pay for. Hmm. Alright. I bet you one repulsor blast I could just knock out Radioactive Man. Just like that. I mean, I already got 4 damage right here. I also got another pistol I could use. I mean, I got my repurpose too, which is fun. We'll mark helmet. We'll take off threat there, and then the radioactive man doesn't even have guards, so I could just wipe him out. I think we just go for the kill shot. Whatever. I want to see how much damage I could pull off right now. I would probably got would have more if I actually would have played that other thing. So, all right. So we do power gauntlets. We have aerial, so that's 2 apiece. That's 4 damage right there. 1, 2, 3, 4. That drops claw down to 18. We're going to play repurpose. To remove force field generate. Oh wow, that was just messy. To remove force field generator, or rip it off, and then we're gonna add it to Iron Man's attack. So now he has a 4 attack right now. And then we're going to attack claw for 4 damage. So that's another 4 damage. That's 8. So he's down to 14. We're going to use another repurpose, and we're going to remove one of our plasma pistols. That only has 1 token left. So now we get to add 2 to our attack. So he has an attack of, what is it, 4 plus 2 more. So he has an attack of 6. So now he gets to ready up. And then he's going to attack claw for 6. Which drops him down to 8. So that's 14 damage we've done so far. And then we're going to play a repulsor blast. So that's going to be 1 damage. Plus whatever the top 5 cards are going to be. And it's 2 apiece. So that's 2, 4, 6, 8. Oh, and I'll miss. So we did 2, 4, 6, 8. So that's 9 damage we just did to him right there. So that's plus 8. So he's now officially. So now we've won the game. He is dead. But there's an old saying: the possum's never dead until you scrape it off the road. So with that being said, I'm going to do another repulsor blast. So that's going to be another 1 damage. And then 2. Miss. 4. 6. And a miss. So that's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So that's 31 damage altogether. Not too shabby. That was fun. I could have done so much more damage too if I would have Oh, actually, no, there's more damage to do. I forgot. I also have my reactor I didn't use, so I can actually ready up Iron Man again, and then hit him again for another 6. So 37 damage. Nice, I'll take it. That's cool. That's a that is a really strong friggin' build for him. And I'm glad it's protection because that's my favorite aspect. So it made it's easy sell on me to use it. I should have wiped out radioactive man and just did our turn. He had we were built. We were built for destruction. Never used pots once. Got missing her. Oh, and also to be fair, I got extremely lucky in this game because getting the helmet was crucial because Iron Man's starting against Claw Expert. You have 2 side schemes with like 3 threat each on them. So getting the helmet was very lucky. And discarding both advances on the initial setup when he was looking for a minion was also very lucky too. So I was actually sitting pretty in that game where I was able to like, oh, okay, cool. And then the minion on there was, oh no, we started with Whirlwind, right? Blow him away. Then the next one we got was the Armored Guard. So that's perfect. Both advances are in the discard pile, and you have an Armored Guard. I'm taking my suit off. I'm gonna start building. I'm just gonna build. That's what's gonna happen, and we did. 37. Kind of curious. I want to try feeling frisky now. That's not the right one. Caught off guard, advance, assault. Oh man, can you imagine if I got that master plan? That would have sucked. I'm missing cards. 8, 9. Am I just blind? Probably just blind. Or it's in there and I don't know how to count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. No. I am blind. Getting old. Cool. All right, so I kind of want to try another villain. Let's see what's in the box. Still got all my stuff, my final campaign game. Well, those are the heroes. These are the villains right here. Kind of curious to see what this would be like. Oh, he's got to retaliate and study. Oof. Well, that's fine. I'm not using any. That's fine. Let's see. Let's see how annoying this will be. Need Scientist Supreme. This is probably going to go horribly because Iron Man doesn't have any threat removal except for his helmet. Let's see how strong MODOK Expert is. Alright, so he gets Retaliate 2. Gets 14 hit points. And then when MODOK would be defeated, yeah, all that stuff. Alright, so we're going to do Expert, so he's on side B, and then we have our Obligation, Standard, and Expert. And then one modular set. We have the Scientist Supreme. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Alright, so create the holding cell. I forgot how to do this. Any of the instructions. Page 13. Alright, so holding cell, during the sub, grab cards 105 to 108. One oh seven, 105, 108. Alright, so got that. Grabs. Place near the main scheme when it's holding cell face up. Okay. so these are our holding cells. This will go by the main scheme. We're going to create our encounter deck real quick. He's got Retaliate 2, 14 health. Oh, he's got Steady. Found him. That's my quick way of finding things. Just lift it up above my head. So we got Steady. And then put one random adaptoid environment into play. Oh yeah, that's right. I grabbed the environments. One, two, three, four. All right, so one's going. Two environments instead if it's in the expert mode, and then set the others aside. So we're gonna get strong and flying. Perfect. So these will go over here. And that's going in there. That's going in there. Oh, this is the holding cell. Okay. So these are random. So put those over here. These are our environments. All right, and then two environments. And then set others aside. Each player searches the encounter deck for a copy of an adaptoid and reveals it. So first we gotta shuffle this up and this. And we'll go from there. Man, this is gonna be. I feel like this is gonna be so bad. Because the adaptoids are gonna have one additional attack and one additional scheme. This comes into play with 2 locks per player. Oh god, so glad I'm not playing two-handed right now because that would be 4 locks right now. Oh, that's horrible. Player deck of shuffle 2. And then we reveal. We search for a copy of an Adaptoid. There you go. So he gets 2 scheme, 2 attack. And when defeated, remove 1 all-purpose counter from an environment. Cool. Alright, and then Modok doesn't come in with anything. This gets flipped. And then force it. So starts with 1 threat. So force interrupts when the stage would be completed, put 1 random set aside Adaptoid environment into play instead. If there is no set aside Adaptoid environment, the players lose the game. Otherwise, remove all threat from here and shuffle each Adaptoid minion from the encounter deck, from the encounter discard pile into the encounter deck. See, not too mean. All right, this enters play with 2 locks per player. We have an Adaptoid. All right, cool. I'm gonna draw my hand now. And I'm going to take the dog outside real quick, and I will be right back, and we will get this show on the road. I'll be back. Thank you. All right, so we're all set to go here. So we got a Dauntless, Power Boots, Strength, a Repulsor, Supersonic. All right, so hmm. That's a hero action. I think let's keep these two. We'll mulligan these four, and then we'll get another Supersonic Punch, repurpose, pistol, force field generator. All right. We'll activate our futurist ability. So we need to toss one. I think Nova. I think I want to. I think Martyr would be good. Yeah, let's keep Martyr. And then let's do a strength. Don't need the repurpose yet. And then let's do repulsor. So we'll do 4 resources here. And we'll put Martyr into play. And then don't want to do the scheme. I want to do we're flip to Iron Man. We will wart 1 off of here. And then we're going to do 2 resources, Supersonic Punch to do 4 damage to the Adaptoid. So we'll do 4 damage. And then we'll have Martyr take out the Adaptoid. And then when it's defeated, we can remove 1 all-purpose counter from the environment. From an environment. So we can remove 1 off the lock. And then he takes 1 consequential damage. And then response, because he took out the minion, he gets a tough. I think that's good. I'm pretty sure to. Just want to double check the rules real quick. When a card effect places 1 or more all-purpose counters on a card. When a card effect places 1 or more all-purpose counters on a card, example, Shield Director, or moves, them from one card to another. Those counters lose any previously defined type and become the type defined by the new card. If the new card has no defined type for all-purpose counters on it. Actually, I don't know if I'm allowed to do that. Because it says remove one all-purpose counter from environment. That's technically an environment, but those are lock counters, so those are the types on it. So I'm not sure. Let's see here. I'll look this up. I want to say I can. So he's defeated. And ready up. And then draw hand size of 1 into a plasma pistol. Okay, so one thread goes on to the main. And then MODOK's going to attack me for 1 with a boost. So 1. I'll drop me down to 8. And then we'll get a counter card. And Master Plan. So we'll place 4 threat on each side scheme. If there's no side schemes in play, discard cards from the top of the encounter deck until side scheme is discarded and reveal that side scheme. So discarding Psychotic Enhancements. So it gets a boost icon. And then it's 3 threat plus 1 per player. So that's 4. Alright, and player turn. All right, so that's rough. Need to flip down. So let's thwart 2 off of that. Then flip down. Let's use Futurist. Draw 3. Keep that. And then we'll play it just so we have attack on us now. This comes in with 3. And we'll ready up. And we'll draw 2 hand size of 6. So we have some power gauntlets. 2 against the world. Alright, Pepper Pots. Repulsor. Another Plasma Pistol. And a Repulsor. You know, I want to say that I can't remove it because it specifically says all-purpose. And MODOK says locks, so you know I don't think I can. I don't think I was able to put that as a target. So I'm going to keep that there. Alright, and then that's villain's turn. This is probably going to push the scheme, so let's see what happens. We get 2 threat on here. He's going to get 3 plus a boost, so scheming for 3, 4. Okay, so it's advance. So now both advance. Wow, we got lucky on that. Both advances are in the discard again. And an assault. Alright, so he schemes for 3, 4. So this is at 6. And then we'll get an encounter card, so now we don't have to worry about an advance. But we do get an Adaptoid. Okay. Let's see what we can do here. So let's do Futurist again. Alright, we got our reactor. Oh, no! That sucks. That's heartbreaking right there. Alright, we definitely want to get that out, so let's play this. We'll play that. Actually, maybe do... Do we get... Maybe we get pots out first. One, 2, and then 3. Get pots out. Use her as 1 resource. Use the repulsor. Get the reactor out. That's probably the better play. And then we'll use Pepper Pots. 1 resource, and then 2. Get out our reactor. And then we'll flip to Iron Man. We will thwart 2 off of this. And then we're going to use our reactor to ready back up. And then we will thwart again for 2. And then let's use this to do 1 damage to the Adaptoid. We'll hold on to the power gauntlets. Then we'll have a hand size of 1, 2, 3. So we'll be able to draw 2 cards. So that's power protection and rocket boots. 1 threat goes on the main. This goes to 5. MODOK's going to attack for 1, 3. That takes us down 5. Adaptoid's going to attack us for 2, and we'll have Warrior block it, so that'll take out the tough. And then we get a counter card. This is gone. Hostage situation. MODOK cannot take any damage. When revealed, attach 1 rescued ally faced up here, which we don't have any. Attached ally is under no player's control. When defeated, the defeating player takes control of the attached ally. So there is no attached allies right now, so this really doesn't do anything except he can't take damage, but I'm not ready to attack him anyways, so I'm not too worried about that. So that's actually kind of okay. All right, and then it is my turn. All right, so we need to do something here. All right, so we'll use the power of protection as the wild resource. We'll spend a wild resource or 3 resources of any type to remove 1 lock counter from here. So we'll use this to remove a lock. And then we'll use actually, you know what? I could just do this. I'll use Pepper Pots to generate the resources on top of my discard pile, which is a wild resource, and I'll use that to spend my resource to remove this lock. And then when the last lock counter is removed from here, flip this card and put Sarah Garza into play under any player's control. Alright, so we get Sarah Garza. She has 5 health. Sarah Garza's attacks gain overkill and ranged. Alright, this actually worked out pretty nicely, actually. Cool. Let's do... So let's use our power gauntlets to put in our rocket boots. Alright, so what we can do is we can thwart 2 off of this. This will drop it down to 3. Get ready up. We should probably hold... No, let's just get rid of that. And then let's use Sarah to do 2 damage to Adaptoid. Which is nice, because now we have him set up now, so when we get attacked with Martyr again, our tough on there. Should take 1 consequential damage. And then let's do... Yeah, let's use 1. No, that's actually a waste, because we got the 2 damage no matter what, so I'm not going to even waste that. We'll flip down. And then... Hopefully that doesn't push to the next scheme. Alright, so then let's ready up. Oh no, actually I can use him to recover 3. Alright, so we're back to 8. Now we're ready up. And then we can draw to a hand size of 6. 2, 4, 6. Oh yeah, this comes in with 2 locks. Got it. What we got here? We got electrostatic armor. Okay, that's pretty nice. All right, that's I'm liking this a little bit more. I'm gonna get some tech in our hand now. Got some tech. Let's do it. One threat on the main. MODOK schemes for 3. Oh, this is gonna push. So that's 5. So this already goes. Yeah. All right. So that pushed. That was 7. Okay. So when the stage will be completed, one random set aside adaptoid environment to play. So we'll shuffle that up, and we get Psychonic Upgrade. Each Adaptoid gains Villainous and the Psychonic trait. And then remove all threat, and then shuffle each Adaptoid minion from the encounter discard pile back into the encounter deck. So we know there's 1 in there. So that's going into the encounter deck. Whoa. This deck's already thin. Alright. Oh, I actually should have put 1 on there before because they have +1 scheme and they have insight. Alright, so each Adaptoid has 1 attack and gains toughness and gains the brute trait. So I've already messed up there. So technically he should have had a tough on him. So the tough would have been knocked off, so I don't think he would have had any damage on him. So, alright, so that got pushed after he did that. So then he's going to scheme for 2. So that's going to put 2 threat on there. So there you go. And then we get our encounter card. And we get a Scientist Supreme. He is Villainous. Scientist Supreme attacks. Scientist Supreme's attacks gain piercing and ranged. Got it. Okay. And I also actually got clarification that okay, so I can actually remove locks with when I defeat an Adaptoid. That's good enough. Okay. What do we do? I think what we do is we're gonna play 2 resources. Or well, first let's do our Futurist. Let's grab 3 cards. So we got Endurance. Ingenuity is good. Yeah, so I think we grab that. So let's play Energy. Put in Ingenuity. And then let's do Pepper Pots. And we will use the 2 resources here to put in a energy barrier. And then we'll use that to put in the electrostatic armor for the tech. And then let's flip to hero. We need to clean this up. So he's got 6. We could spend 2 energy resources to remove a lock off of that. That Adaptoid's still going to be there, though. Let's do 2 damage. And then Sarah takes 2. And then let's do remove 1. Put 3 on there. And then what does the brute trait do? Okay, so it doesn't mean anything special. Okay. So that actually works out because now I can attack with Martyr and then take out the Adaptoid. And then consequential response, they get tough. And then I can remove an all-purpose counter off of here. And then I can actually use these 2 resources here because they're both energy. And I can remove another lock off of here, and I can get another person over here. When the last lock counter is removed, flip this card over and put Flying Inhuman into play under any player's control. So now we have a Flying Inhuman. Cool beans. And then we have to deal with that Scientist Supreme. He's got 6 health. I don't have any firepower right now, but I can use Flying Inhuman to thwart 2 off the main. And then I ran out of damage to... Oh, no, I didn't. So they take 1 consequential. After this ally thwarts, remove 1 threat from another scheme. Oh, that's kicking wings. Look at that. I like that. All right, so that works. And then Iron Man can thwart 2 off of this. So now we defeat that. So that's gone. And then use the reactor, ready back up, and then we'll do 1 damage. That's fair. Not bad. And we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We got 5 tech cards on the table, so we can draw. So we can at least draw a hand now. So let's ready up. Scientist Supreme's attacks gain piercing and range. That sucks. Sorry, Iron Man can take the hit on that. Alright, and then we can draw 5 cards. 1, 2, 3. We decked out, so we get a counter card. Perfect. Alright. Starting to make some things happen here now. And then 4, 5. And we get gauntlets, repurpose, another energy barrier, another power protection, and a plasma pistol. We need mental resources for that. Alright. One threat on the main. MODOK's going to attack. We'll have Martyr take the hit on that. We'll have them defend, I should say. So it's going to be 1 plus a boost. Glad we did that. Boost effects. After this activation, shuffle Adaptoid into the encounter deck. So you attack for 1, and then 2, 3, and then this goes back into the deck. So that pings the tough. Then we'll get an encounter card, which we have this one first. First one. Hey, it's an Adaptoid. So when it comes in, it gets tough, and it's villainous. And it also has the brute and the aerial trait. And there should be 2 counters on here. And what else does it get? And it has insight, so 1 threat gets put onto the main. Good thing is they have quick strike. Oh crap, I forgot to attack with him. I'll let Iron Man take hit, so he's at 7 for that. So he should have attacked, and then this should have happened. Oh wait, crap, no, he had villainous. Oh my god, okay. Literally have the token right there. Hold on. So we revealed this. That would have been so. No, this was my first encounter card. This is the one I drew myself. This should have been the boost. Okay, so Iron Man's still at 8. So Scientist Supreme attacks for 1. This is his boost card. Okay, so 1 damage happens, and then we get the encounter cards. This is the new one. This happens. He comes in. Insight. Tough. Villainous. He's an aerial brute trait. And he's a 2/2 right now. Okay. That's good. And then we get our last encounter card. And it's an AIM Jailer. And it has guard. So when revealed, AIM Jailer attacks the rescue ally with the fewest remaining hit points. Otherwise, place 1 lock counter on the holding cell. So he attacks Sarah Garza. So Sarah just took 2 damage. Dumb. So she's about to go away. Alright, so she has 4 damage on her. Okay. Crap. Alright, so now it's my turn. Alright, so we need mental resources. We do... Oh, actually, we do have mental resources. Okay, so what we'll do is let's use Ingenuity to generate 1 mental resource. And then we'll use the Power Protection as another mental resource to remove a lock. Oh, that's only 1, too. Wait, maybe we don't do that yet. No. How do we... Let's use power protection. Put in another energy barrier. That Science Supreme is going to be annoying. It's too bad I misplayed. I could have used the energy barrier to ping off a tough on that. I can use Flying Inhuman to ping the 1 damage. So let's do that first. So let's do that. Take off the tough. And then let's do... We'll exhaust rocket boots, exhaust ingenuity to generate a mental resource for the rocket boots to gain aerial traits till the end of phase. We'll use pepper pots to generate a resource, and we'll use before we do that, all right. Well, so we use pepper pots to generate a resource, and then we'll use the plasma pistol to put in power gauntlets. Then we exhaust rock boots, use ingenuity to generate mental resource, which now gives us aerial to the end of phase. And then we use our power gauntlets to do 2 damage to the Adaptoid. And then I think what we do is we do Iron Man to thwart 2 off the main. We're going to use Repurpose. We're going to get rid of that plasma pistol because it only has 1 counter left on it anyways. And we're going to add the 2 cost to his attack and ready up Iron Man. So now he has a 3 attack till the end of round. And then slide these down a little bit, make some room. And then Iron Man's going to attack the Adaptoid for 3, which will defeat him. And then I can remove 1 all-purpose counter from a environment, so we'll remove 1 off the lock. And then we're going to use our arc reactor to ready back Iron Man back up. And then we're going to attack, and we're going to do 3 damage. So that'll put him to 4. And then I could have Sarah Garza take him out, but then she'll go back into the holding center. I need Martyr to... I think we just get rid of him. So I can get him back into the deck. No, he's exhausted. I can't. I think we just use Sarah. Well, no, actually, I can just... I think we just hold him off. Yeah. Let's just see what happens. Alright, so we got... How many pieces of tech do we have on the field right now? We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Alright, cool. We got a 7 hand size now. And we got 7 health. That's not bad. Alright, cool. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Feels so good. It feels so good right now. Alright, and we got our repurpose, and we get our energy barrier out. Alright. Okay, one threat on the main. MODOK is going to attack for 1 and a boost. I think I'm just going to have Martyr. No, maybe I just take it. Select 1. Yeah, I'm just going to let Iron Man take it. So he's attacking for 1, and then that's 3. So we'll go ahead and... Am I out of tokens? Oh my god. No, I'm not. I still got tokens. Alright, so we'll exhaust 1 to remove a counter. So his attack was a 3, minus 1, it's 2, so I take 2 damage. That takes me to 5, and then we'll ping the 1 damage over to the Scientist Supreme. So that's 5 damage on him. And then the Scientist Supreme is going to attack. I'll let Iron Man take it. Oh wait, this doesn't have exhaust tokens. What am I doing? Iron Man will take it, so he's attacking for 1, and then that's 2, so that's 3. We'll remove another counter. So it's only going to do 2 damage. And then... Actually, no, because... So, alright, so... This is going to get shuffled back into the deck, so it's going to be 1 so it's 1 attack, and then 3 damage. I'm going to remove that token, deflect the damage back to him, so that's 6, so he dies, so then I don't think the rest of the attack goes through. And then this Adaptoid goes back into the encounter deck. That worked out. Okay, and then Aim Jailer is going to attack, and then I'll have Martyr defend that, and then he'll die. And then that leaves us okay right now. Awesome. And then we get an encounter card. And exhaustion. Sir, we are exhausted, and it surges to Monica Rapacini. 3 scheme, 1 attack, 5 health, victory -1, vulnerable. Discard this character if you're so confused. When Scientist Supreme is in the victory display, Monica Rapacini gains bonus, which it's not, so we don't have to worry about that. Alright, and then turn moves over to player. Alright. First things first, we need... Alright, so let's use Genius to put in another energy barrier, because we're going to need it. That comes in with 3 counters. And then we'll use Pepper Potts to use the 2 Genius resources to remove that lock. And then we get a Psychonic Inhuman. So after this ally thwarts, remove 1 lock counter from a holding cell. That's sweet. And what's the whole thing here? I just have to get them all free, right? When MODOK would be defeated, if holding cell is in play, remove 2 lock counters from it. Oh, okay, so once everyone's out, then I can just blow him up. Nice. Cool. Alright, so now he's in. And this has 2 physical. So this has 2 locks on it. So we need to spend 2 physical resources or 3 resources of any type to remove the lock. After this ally thwarts, remove 1 lock counter from the holding center. Alright, I guess we'll thwart with them then. He'll take 1. That will remove the lock. And we need 2 physicals, which I actually have 2 physicals in my hand right now. But I have to deal with this dude with guard right now. So don't want to use Sarah because she'll die and then she'll go back in the cell, and we don't want that to happen. Actually, this should take it off. So we need to get rid of the guard. Let's use Against the World. We'll put in our endurance. We'll gain 3 hit points. And then let's use Repurpose. We'll use our energy barrier that's almost done. We're going to ready up Iron Man. We're going to put that 2 attack onto his base attack. So now he has 3 attack till the end of round. And then we're going to... Who's more annoying? He schemes for 0. That's nice. Maybe I could just take her out, take a flip down. Take a flip down, get some health. Or I got these repulsors. I need... Let's hit 3 on Monica. And then we can use our reactor, ready back up. And then we can hit 3. Actually, yeah, we can do that. So before I attack again, let's do Ingenuity. Exhaust the boots. I have aerial. Use the power gauntlets. Pew pew. Done. Victory -1. So did she get victory then? Victory -1, vulnerable. Okay. So yeah, I guess she gets victory. Now I could just do 3 attack on the AIM Jailer. Yeah, we can do that. Let's do 3 damage on him. Let's just get rid of him because he has guard. So 3 damage, and then we'll use Flying Inhuman to do 1 damage. That's 4. So AIM Jailer's gone. You take another consequential. We're going to hold on to our... Actually, we don't even need to do that. We can just hold off. We can just hold off because we have a hand size of 7 right now, I think, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, we'll just wait. No, we'll just stay up. We'll stand up. We'll just ready up. And then we're just gonna blast. Now we just gotta get this last lock off, and then we just go for, we just kill him. We're gonna find out who the real genius is, right? So 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So now I got 8 damage and a repurpose. Get one of those out, maybe. Let's find out. Let's find out, Expert MODOK. I don't even care about your retaliate too. It don't mean nothing to me. Alright, so we ready up. We have 8 health. Let's see where this goes. One threat on the main, and then MODOK is going to attack. We'll take it. So with the boost, so he's attacking me. So boost. This card gains boost for each aim minion in the victory display. So there is one in there. Monica's in there, so that's one. So that's going to be 3. So he's attacking me for 4. We'll ping a counter. So that's 3 damage coming at me, and he's going to take 1 damage. So that's 13, and then I lose 3. So that leaves me at 5. All right. Then we get an encounter card. All right. So diplomatic sanctions gives Surge. And it's alive. When revealed, each player searches the encounter deck and discard pile for an Adaptoid minion and reveals it. And then deal each player who did not engage a minion this way face down counter card. So, okay. So I guess we'll search the deck for one. Oh, there's a Shadows of the Past in here. Oh, no. We gotta kill him. So this gets revealed, and it has Villainous and Tough. And then Insight 1, so this goes to 2. And then Diplomatic Sanctions, when revealed, discard 1 card from your hand for each aim minion in the victory display, so I only have to discard 1. We'll just throw one of those away, I guess. Alright, so okay. So we are at 5 health now. We can take 2 hits. We have to get rid of that. We have to get the lock off. Only way I can do that would be the repulsor. Um, hmm. We do have a repurpose. We have a supersonic punch that can do 8 damage if we do that. So if we do 8 minus 2, and then we repulsor blast, but we still need to get this locked on. All right, so let's do this. Let's use. We're going to use the repulsors to remove this lock. So now we have everyone out of the holding cell. So strong and human gets toughness. So now all right, so we can just go for the kill on him. But I got 5 health, so how do we do this? Can't attack with flying inhuman. I can't attack. I can attack with him. That's 1. Would it be better to... Would it be better to just flip down? Probably not. He has 3 attack, so that'll eat up the toughness there. Repurpose. Doesn't have a guard, right? When MODOK would be defeated, if a holding cell is in play, remove 2. Okay, so yeah, so he doesn't have a guard, so I could just go for the kill on that. That's fine. All right, so we'll go 2 resources. Well, actually, before we do that, we're going to exhaust boots, make me aerial, and then ingenuity. So now we do 2 resources, and we're going to do supersonic punch, and we'll deal 8 damage to MODOK. That drops him down to 5. I get hit with 2 retaliate. And then, yeah, he's got 5 health, so let's thwart for 2. And then we'll do a repurpose. We'll use our energy barrier. We'll add 2 to my attack. We'll ready back up. We'll hit him for 3. That drops him down to 2. I take 2 retaliate. And then I use the reactor, ready back up, and then I hit him again for 3, and I don't take the retaliate because he dies. And we did it. There you go. Iron Man defeats Expert MODOK. That was fun. Surprisingly, that wasn't as scary as I thought it was going to be. Those Adaptoids can get scary sometimes. That was fun. I like the MODOK villain. I think it makes it a little more bearable because you have the ability to get these locks unlocked and get these extra allies to help you out. But yeah, there is Iron Man. So Iron Man Protection Repurpose took out Claw Expert today, and we took out MODOK on Expert. No problem. I mean, there could have been problems. There could have been he could have got a lot of attachments on him, but it was just simply just wait it out and go for it. But other than that, hope everyone's having a great night, and I will see you on the next one. Have a good night.